issues. I would like to call the meeting to order. It is now 4 o'clock. And with that, I will have Kennedy do our roll call for this afternoon. Upon your name being called, please unmute and say your name, position, and where you are coming from today. Thank you, Kennedy.
Just 1 second, I have some people coming in.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Council member, you've been so busy, so I appreciate you making the time and look forward to hearing your updates.
Oh, of course. Happy to be here. Do you want me to start or did I miss something? No.
Oh no, we're about to do roll call, but
Oh,
while
okay.
Sorry, I was
Yeah,
just letting in a couple people. I'm gonna pull up the form.
Okay.
yeah,
Sounds
but
good.
while we're waiting, I just wanted to mention to viewers that this broadcast will be live on CTN, cable channel 16, ATT channel 99, and online at a2gov, excuse me, .org/watch CTN. And to speak at public comment this afternoon, you can call toll free 877-853-5247 or 888-788-0009 and enter meeting ID 919-8673-1455.
Okay, here we go. Chair Damon.
Yes, Zach Damon, Chairman, coming to you from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Washtenaw County.
Thank you. Vice Chair Keeler.
This is Vice Chair Larry Keeler coming to you from my recliner in Ann Arbor, Ward 5.
Thank you. Commissioner Mozak.
Good afternoon, everyone. Commissioner Kathleen Mozak calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Washtenaw County.
Thank you. Commissioner Gossage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Alex Gossage, Commissioner, calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Thank you. Commissioner Ankenbauer.
Hello, Sam Inkenbauer here, Commissioner, calling in from my parents' house in Commerce Township, Michigan.
Thank you. Commissioner Packer. I think you're muted.
Zach.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Thank you for unmuting me, and I'm coming to you from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Rob. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Buis.
Hi, Lori Buis, calling from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Thank you. Commissioner Chambers.
Yes, Elena Chambers, Commissioner, calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Thank you. Commissioner Hawkins. Commissioner Radcliffe. Commissioner Solomon is absent. And Councilmember Gazielman.
Hi, everyone. Councilmember Aisha Ghazi-Edwin, calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, everyone, and thank you for being here. Next, we're going to move on to public comment. Please note that any individual doing public comment today, you will have 3 minutes to speak, and Kennedy will let you know when your time is up. Do we have any public comment today, Kennedy?
At this time, we have no one on for public comment.
Thank you. No one on for public comment. Moving on to the approval of today's agenda, and thank you everyone for putting up with the last minute changes today, but there was an updated agenda that was sent out a little bit ago. But unless there were any questions or comments on that updated agenda, is there a motion to approve today's agenda?
I'll move to approve our agenda.
All right. Is there a second?
This is Kathleen. I'll second that motion.
All right. Kathleen seconds. All in favor of approving today's agenda for the meeting, please unmute and say aye.
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 All right, thank you. The meeting agenda has been approved. Next, we have the approval of the meeting minutes from our meeting on November 21st. Those meeting minutes have been placed in the agenda and are also online as well. I wanted to know if anybody has had any questions or objections, and if not, then I would like to know, is there a motion to approve the meeting minutes from November?
I'll move to approve those too.
All right, I can second that. All in favor of approving the meeting minutes from November, please unmute and say aye.
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 All right, meeting minutes are approved. Next, we move to the special presentation portion of our meeting today. First up, we have the Washtenaw Library for the Blind and Print Disabled and the always entertaining Katie Monkevich. Katie, welcome.
Thanks, Zach. Thank you so much for having me. I have a couple of things to share that are going on at the library right now. We've got some upcoming events. This one is Native American Dance and Cultural Program with Reg Pettibone. And this is going to be on Saturday, December 21st at 2 p.m. at the downtown library. And this will actually be in the lobby. We have champion powwow dancer and full-blooded Native American from the Ho-Chunk Nation, Reg Pettibone, presenting an engaging cultural program that amazes, entertains, and educates audiences. Along with his wife, Marka, who is from the Paiute Nation, Pettibone draws on his traditional upbringing to provide the audience with a better understanding of true Native American culture through dance, song, stories, audience participation, and a hands-on artifact display.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, what was that? Okay, I'm going to keep going. All right, we're also having an event called AADL Welcomes, envisioning a dementia-friendly community with dementia-friendly Saline. This is going to be on Wednesday, January 8th at 1 p.m. at the Pittsfield branch. There are over 18,000 Washtenaw County residents dealing with Alzheimer's or other dementia diseases or serving as their family caregiver. This 1-hour session will present information on the difficulties that persons with dementia encounter and practical examples of how residents and businesses can make it less difficult and more dignified for persons with dementia to be part of instead of apart from the community. Learn about how cities like neighboring Saline have been nationally recognized as dementia-friendly communities. Saline is one of 2 in Michigan. Will Ann Arbor be the 3rd? All right, so WLBPD materials are available to our patrons. You can give us a call to order your digital cartridges, 734-327-4224, or you can always email us at wlbpd@aadl.org. We're happy to help folks sign up for the Braille and audio reading service, BARD, to download your own books, or you can visit that website at nlsbard.loc.gov to fill out the application. And I've got a couple of new titles that have just been released on BARD. This one's called Couldn't Happen to Me, A Life Changed by Paralysis and Traumatic Brain Injury by Jill Mason. In 2009, 26-year-old Jill Mason and her boyfriend, Alan Liu, were bicycling alongside a rural California highway when they were hit by a drunk driver. Alan was killed instantly while Jill survived. Several days later, Jill woke from a coma to discover herself paralyzed and with a traumatic brain injury. Juxtaposing her life before the accident and her new life afterward, Jill explores coming to terms with her grief over Alan's death, her limited mobility, brain fog, and forging a new identity as a speaker and disability advocate. And there's one called Worthy, How to Believe You Are Enough and Transform Your Life, Simple Steps, Life-Changing Results by Jamie Kern Lima. Are you ready to unleash your greatness and believe in the power that is you? Are you ready to finally stop believing the lies that you're unlovable, unqualified, or not fill in the blank enough? Are you ready to triumph over the thoughts holding you back, destroy self-doubt, and truly know and believe you have what it takes to accomplish your greatest goals and wildest dreams? Imagine, what would you do if you had zero self-doubt and unshakable self-worth? What would you do if you fully believed in you? And that is all that I have for you all today. Does anybody have any comments or questions for me?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm ready for all of those things. Live that way. What was the name of that book? That sounds like a great audiobook.
Worthy, How to Believe You Are Enough and Transform Your Life. Simple
Wow.
steps, life-changing results.
So, okay, thank you. I'll look it up. Good stuff.
Damon?
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you to the Ann Arbor District Library for all of those events. I mean, the Reg Pettibone event, December 21st, talking about the Native Americans and information there, and AADA welcomes and definitely talking about, dementia-friendly communities, amazing. And then, of course, yes, Worthy by Jamie Kern Lima. Such an amazing story as well. So, I hope all of us can take advantage of some of those offerings and really appreciate that. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. You'll
I
have
was
a great
just,
day. Oh, Larry.
oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh.
I was just really excited to see the Native Americans thing. I'm part Native American. I play native flute and all that. So I think I may come down there soon. But
Yeah, come check it out. I think it's going to be really interesting. Should be a good event.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. I'm excited for that as well. Thank you. Are all these events listed on your website as well, Katie?
They are, yeah. You can view our website at aadl.org, and at the top of the page, there's a link to go right to our events calendar.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You'll have a great day.
Thanks, Katie. You too. All right. Wonderful stuff there at the Washtenaw Library for the Blind and Physically Disabled. Next, we have the Disability Network Washtenaw Monroe Livingston Report with Andrea Hendry. Andrea, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Not nearly as exciting of an update, but wanted to let folks know that if they're looking for programs and services at Disability Network, that our offices are going to be closed from just Monday, December 23rd through Friday, January 3rd, 2025. And we'll be back open on Monday, January 6th with new and exciting things coming in the new year. In the meantime, go to your local library. Sounds like they have a lot of great stuff. So, but didn't want folks to look for programs and services over the next couple of weeks from Disability Network or be closed for a year-end holiday break. So that's all I have to share today.
All right. Thank you, Andrea. And thank you to everyone at the Disability Network, Washtenaw Monroe Livingston, as well, for all of the great resources and programmings that you guys offer our area and the surrounding areas as well. Next, we move on to our City Council update with our Council Liaison, Councilmember Aisha Ghazi Edwin. Good afternoon, Councilmember.
Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for moving me up in the agenda. My son's school closes early, so I'm on my way there. I do have an update, a positive update. There was some communication about the Snow Match program, which is a volunteer-based program that began about 2 years ago to help people with disabilities or who are struggling in other ways to clear their sidewalk of snow. And unfortunately, initially this year, we unfortunately heard from the city that Snow Match would not run again. But after a recent city council meeting and I raised the concern about how, this is an access issue, and talked to the city administrator about it as well. The city is able to start the program up again. And I'm also simultaneously aware that, having a volunteer-based program, the way this is being run isn't sustainable forever. And also, accessibility shouldn't be something that is based on whether or not you're able to get matched with a volunteer based on luck. Should really be a guaranteed right. So I am talking to city staff about what could be a permanent solution. Cities such as Detroit, for example, have contracted with a nonprofit that assists with snow removal on sidewalks. I don't believe it was citywide, and but it's something that could potentially be a more permanent solution. So I will keep you all updated on that. And that is my update.
Oh, thank you so much, council member. And yes, please keep us updated on that. Great work. Thank you so much for advocating to city council to kind of get the snow match program going again. And, I just want to say for the record that I 100% agree with you. I think, the way that it was set up, is just not sustainable. And so, I'd love to be able to work with you on some different resources that could help make Snow Match and also Snow Buddy continue to be sustainable going forward for the city. Whether that's encompassing students and taking advantage of the fact that they need service hours for different projects or different things, or whether that's again incorporating local nonprofits as others have done, as you mentioned. So yeah, please feel free to keep us in the loop on that initiative. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. And I want to mention also that the city staff really were trying hard this year to get it up and going. It was really about a capacity issue that they were able to resolve. But there's good intentions there, and I think we just need to continue bringing this topic to the forefront.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. Next, we have the Partners in Access subcommittee update with Chair Larry Keeler. Larry?
That would be me, and we did have a meeting, but we had, it was Commissioner Mozak and I, and we didn't have anything that really was concerning us this time around. So we talked about dogs for a minute, and we adjourned our meeting early. But we are meeting again next month, the week before the commission meeting. So if they have any concerns that you want to bring to us, either show up the second Thursday of next month at 5, or you can email them in and we'll address them.
All right. Well, thank you, Larry, and thank you to the Partners in Access Committee, for all that you do. And, I hope that the PIA subcommittee can, still be fully engaged and working on, making sure that our city is still physically accessible and in all ways going forward. Thank you.
That is our intent.
Next, we have the Community Engagement Report with Commissioner Rachel Hawkins. Good afternoon, Rachel.
Commissioner Hawkins is not here.
Oh, pardon me. Okay. Never mind. And Rachel, wherever you are, I do apologize. And I hope that you're doing well and staying warm out there. Next, Larry, don't go anywhere because we need you to report on recruiting activity.
Recruiting activity, just waiting to hear if our new, if City Council has accepted our new potential recruit. And I haven't heard anything about that. So that would be it for that report. I haven't heard anything about it. Has anybody else heard anything about that?
Yeah, Kennedy, I've heard a little bit of information. I know that the application has since been gone to the mayor, and we're just, I believe, waiting for approval on that.
Yeah, so it did go to the mayor, and I believe is now being presented to City Council.
Great. Okay.
Well,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's up to sort of city council to, then approve that candidate, and then once that's approved, then we can officially welcome that candidate in and get them sworn in, and then kind of involved in the meetings here. So.
And I would like to also just note the mayor did approve her application.
Oh, got it. Okay, great.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful. All righty. Great. All right, next. We have the Transportation Commission update with Commissioner Larry Keeler. Larry?
Yeah, I wonder who does that thing. It was on the 20th of last month, and we also have another transportation meeting this evening at 7. And there was a huge presentation. There wasn't a lot of things that we did, but there was a huge presentation on tiered data involving bunches of ways to evaluate streets and intersections for various safety features, taking into account crash data and using that data with other kinds of data on corridor travel and intersection circulation and the circulation study. And they're putting all this data in to try to make decide what to do with different intersections and to try to make it a little easier to determine all that. But there's a lot of different data points that go in to trying to evaluate an intersection for, audible traffic signals, just signage, or, how to evaluate and take care, do your intersections. A whole lot of different steps that are going to be involved in data collection. And then we did staff reports, and there was a sidewalks and street projects are all pretty much done for the winter. And in 2020, later on in 2025, a lot of the sidewalk projects are going to be restarted, and there's going to be a whole slew of upcoming road construction in the spring. And that was it.
Okay. Yeah, gotta love orange barrel season, huh, guys? No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
No,
but you can't not like it because it's coming.
Yeah. No, just kidding, guys. I mean, very grateful to, our city for doing their best to make sure that the roads and all those things are taken care of, but also that adequate curb cuts are installed as well. So yeah, thank you for all your work with the Transportation Commission, Larry. We do appreciate it. Unfortunately, Commissioner Solomon, who usually gives our report for the University of Michigan Council for Disability Concerns, is not with us this afternoon, but I was going to ask really quickly if Commissioner Mozak, who also is very involved with the University Council for Disability Concerns, had anything to add today for that particular report. Commissioner Mozak?
Thank you, Chair Damon. I can share just a couple of things. First of all, I would love to share the opening quote of our meeting. We have a quote every meeting, and this one particularly spoke to me. It's by Judy Heumann, and it says, "Why do we see disability different from any other aspect of being human?" Just a brilliant little quote. Basically, our meeting was a year in review, kind of like what a lot of businesses and things do. So we reviewed all of the business that we handled over the year. We discussed what we wanted to see in the upcoming year. And it was interesting. Two of the topics that I find really fascinating is we're wanting to hear more information on efforts in mental health disabilities like depression, PTSD, anxiety, neurodivergence, et cetera. And we are also interested in hearing from the new Associate Director of Student Accessibility and Accommodation Services. We had a very good year, and we're looking forward to starting again in January and beginning a whole new year of work.
Outstanding. Thank you, Commissioner Mozak, for that report. And I really do enjoy that quote by Judy Heumann. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. And thank you to you and to Commissioner Solomon and everyone on the University of Michigan Council for Disability Concerns for what they do in advocating to make sure that not just our city in different areas, but also our university campus is accessible and that everyone is represented well in the disability community. Thank you. All right. Typically, we would have our organizational equity report from the ADA Accessibility Coordinator, Ms. Tracy Bird, but she is absent today. Kennedy, just didn't know if Tracy had sent a report your way at all.
No, I think I have mentioned to you that she provided no update.
Okay. Yep, that's right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Next, we have the city personnel report with Kennedy. Kennedy?
Hey everyone. Not really much to report, just a couple of announcements just to make everyone aware that the city will be closed on Tuesday the 24th and Wednesday the 25th, that is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, as well as December 31st and January 1st, that is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So the city will be closed. If there are any outstanding project tasks or things that need to be done before the new year's out, feel free to send me an email. Let me know if there's anything I can help or assist with. And I think that's all we got. The calendars, oh, that was my last thing. My last thing. All the calendars, including the Partners in Access calendar and our commission calendar, have been updated for 2025. The link is all there and the notices are there. So if you have any questions about when we meet, the calendar notices are included in the invite. And if you by chance are not receiving any notices or communication, please let me know. I want to make sure everyone is receiving it. So please let me know if you are not or if you are missing anything. I believe everyone is on all the emails, including the calendar invites. But if you are not receiving anything, please let me know. And that is all I have. And I hope everyone has a good holiday and a wonderful break and just be able to find some peace and comfort this season. That's all I got.
Kennedy, thank you so much. And we do appreciate all of your work as well in helping to keep our commission as well as other commissions running smoothly and doing great work for our city and community. So thank you so much. And yeah, I echo your words and hope that all of us can have a relaxing holiday and come into the new year with renewed energy, with renewed enthusiasm and renewed joy to do great things. Absolutely. Next, I'd like to move on to the chair report. Don't have very much for you guys, except for I did get a notice about a great event happening in March in Lansing. There is going to be a day with the Self Advocates of Michigan to come and speak and be able to network with some of our state legislators in March. in Lansing, and I hope a lot of us on the commission can attend that to tell them about the great work that we're doing in the city of Ann Arbor. I will send that out ahead of time for all of our commission to possibly attend in Lansing if we can make it. I just think it's nice to, as one of the commissions, across the state, to be present and there and be able to network and tell others about the great work that we're doing here in Ann Arbor. So hopefully you can join us for that. Also, I'm working closely with the University of Michigan Adaptive Sports and Fitness Program, and they will be having some events in the new year coming up. So I'll make sure to keep all of us informed on when those events are taking place so that we can come out and cheer on our wheelchair basketball team, adaptive track and field, and all the other sports within the University of Michigan Adaptive Sports Program so that we can be great supporters of all the work that they continue to do there as well. That is all that I have for the chair report at this time. Moving on, Kennedy, do we have any old business?
Currently, at this time, we have no old business. Is there any old business from the commission? If so, please identify yourself by raising your hand. Okay, no old business.
Thank you. Any new business to discuss today?
Currently, right now, we have no new business on the agenda. Is there any new business from commissioners? If you'd like to bring up any new business, please identify yourself by raising your hand. No new business.
Okay, and finally, we come to communications for the good of the commission. Just wanted to make a fun, quick announcement. You guys, my oldest sister this past weekend, she did graduate from Eastern Michigan University with a bachelor's in general studies. Just wanted to shout out to Avon Snyder. Congratulations on furthering your higher education, and we wish you all the best. Any other communications today? Okay.
Zach?
Oh, yes. Go ahead, Rob.
Oh, yeah. Did we want to talk any more about, we had talked in the past about maybe having a Facebook or some form of social media, or we could maybe even put it on the agenda for next time if anyone wanted to volunteer for, moving forward somehow on even one social media site. Just wondering if there's a way we could maybe move that forward just even in one step.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great point, Rob. Commissioner Packard, I appreciate you reminding me of that. So Commissioner Chambers and Vice Chairman Keeler and I did meet and talk about that. And I'll be honest with all of you, I've just been a bit behind in following up on that. But Commissioner Chambers, I don't want to speak for you for this particular time, but I just want to make sure, are you still interested and excited to kind of help keep that moving forward in terms of social media for the commission?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I just was waiting to hear from you about next steps, but I'm ready to get that going whenever you guys want on whatever platforms you're wanting to start on.
Wonderful. Okay. So with that said, Commissioner Packard, it is on me to follow up with Commissioner Chambers to go forward kind of with that. The initial discussion, I think, was to kind of start with something like a Facebook page, and then maybe also link it with an Instagram so that if and when we do have photos that all of us want to post, whether it's from visions or whether it's from some different events that maybe the U of M Council for Disability Concerns are doing, and maybe we're there supporting, and also some events from Disability Network, whatever that may be, all of our colleagues, we can continue to post different events and happenings on those particular platforms so that the community is aware. But then also, if we happen to be there, maybe post a photo or two of all of us so that individuals are aware of what we're doing and that we're also the boots on the ground. Commissioner Packard, would you like to be involved in that communication when I follow up?
100%. I'd be glad to. I think that's a great, and I like how you're talking about promoting positive things, as well as the issues that we bring out to resolve. So please do. And I don't know if we need to have some kind of a vote, like propose that we have with Elena obviously said she would support that. Whatever we need to vote on, if glad to propose something. But yeah, please keep me involved.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
go ahead, Vice Chairman.
well, I was going to say a couple of things. I think that we'd vote on. I think that when it came to a vote, we'd vote on whatever this subcommittee is going to be called. Whatever we come up with, we'd bring back to the commission and say, "Hey, this is what it looks like we can do." And I think we could vote on it then. And I also was thinking that we could also put up, because there were a couple of times I had some pictures I fell a few years back, and it turns out it's private property that I fell on, but I had pictures of this wall that on one side you step over this curb and all of a sudden you go 4 foot down on the other side of the curb. It's curb high, on one side. I thought, oh, I'm stepping over a curb, I'm going to go into a driveway. And I went down and landed on my back and messed that up for a couple of weeks. And I sent in pictures to the city, but you could also put that kind of thing on your website too, on the Facebook. Say, hey, look at this. This needs to be helped. Whatever it is.
Sure. I think that's a great thing to do, Larry, and I appreciate you bringing that to our attention. So what I'd like to do is. Commissioner Chambers, Vice Chair Keeler, and Commissioner Packard, as well as Commissioner Hawkins, who is not present. But I did get confirmation from Commissioner Hawkins, who's the chair of the Community Engagement Committee, that social media could possibly fall under community engagement as well. So that we're kind of talking about some different things together, and it just doesn't fall on one commission to kind of do everything. So I did get confirmation from Commissioner Hawkins, chair of the Community Engagement Committee, that they would be open to that. So with that, we can go ahead and put the proposal to have commission social media be a part of community engagement and have that be an agenda item to vote on next meeting. What does everyone think about that?
Excellent.
Works for me.
If possible, if there's any page that's worked out, whether it is Facebook or Instagram, it's a coin toss to me either way, but I think definitely start with one only. And we could always put it out in the meantime as an email to the whole group, just to have something, I don't know, to look at beforehand. But I love it. Thank you. That sounds great.
I pretty much use Facebook, so I don't use the other stuff at the moment.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's whatever is most accessible. I want to make sure that, what we're creating and what we develop is also as accessible as possible for our users. So in terms of accessibility, which one has the best accessible options right now, and of how we can go forward with that. So, yeah, Ken, if we can put that on the agenda for our next meeting, I think that would be great. And then we can kind of vote on that going forward. And then Commissioner Chambers, as well as Commissioner Packard and Commissioner Hawkins and Vice Chair Keeler, I will be in touch with all of us over email to kind of go forward in terms of the next steps with that as well.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All righty. All right. Anything else in communications before we make a motion to adjourn? All right, you guys. So with that, is there a motion to adjourn our meeting at 4:39 today?
I will. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this is Kathleen on motion to adjourn.
Okay, and I imagine
I'll second it.
Yeah, okay. I imagine our vice chairman will second. All in favor of adjourning the meeting today, please unmute and say aye.
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 Aye. Thank you, you guys. Our meeting is adjourned today. I really appreciate all of you, all the sacrifice that you guys put in. Thank you to all the viewers today, and thank you to everyone. And we will see you at our next meeting. Thank you so much.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. Yeah, happy holidays.
Have good holidays.